Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to talk to you a little bit today about hardening off those seedlings. It's getting time to do that so we can plant them. And when I say hardening off the seedlings today, I'm mostly talking about tomatoes from my area because our nighttime temps are dropping low still and peppers like it warm. So the first thing I do is harden off my tomato plants. And before we talk about that, go into that too much, I just wanted to sit here where you could see my miniature orange tree, otherwise known as a calamandra. This is one of those trees that you buy at the airport. You know, they're about that tall and have about 3 leaves on them, and they call them a miniature orange tree. And I bought one. This is about my 3rd tree in my life, because I had one when I was a kid at home and it got big. Not this big, but it got big. And this one is a huge tree. Look at these. This is just dripping. This one is at least 30 years old. I just was excited to show you this while I was here talking to you about tomatoes. But anyway, this is crazy. This is the biggest crop of oranges it's ever had. Anyway, okay, back to hardening off our tomatoes. What is hardening off tomatoes? It's where we expose them to the outside, to the elements, little at a time, so they can get used to and build their stamina against the sun, the weather, the wind, and everything. Because if you were to take a tomato that you have grown in your basement under grow lights and you just put it out in your garden in the sun, it would wither up and die. It would, every time. You can't do that. So what we do is, I don't know if you can see all my tomatoes here behind me. Let me move my camera a little bit. Okay. These tomatoes, and they all look amazing. I'm really excited about them. But so I brought these out here. I put them in front of my garage where it's kind of got an overhang. So these are in the shade. These, I'm not going to put them out in the direct sun. I'm going to keep them in the shade for 3 days probably. If the temperatures get very cool at night, then I will bring them back in at night and then bring them back out in the day. And you kind of do this in and out process until, and see, we're getting wind. If we were to get a storm or something, I would definitely bring them all back in because they are not strong enough to withstand all that. But a little bit of wind is good. It's gonna make their stems strong. So, but I would do this back and forth for about 3 days. And you will notice, if you look really close, the color, after they've hardened off, they're going to have a little bit different color. And their leaves actually kind of look hard. They look like, they're not as tender looking as what they are now. They'll take on a different look as they're out here. Now this will get some morning sun, and I may move the table down the first day or two so it doesn't even get the morning sun. Because these are really delicate when you first bring them out. So we're gonna water them and take care of them out here, and like I said, carry them in and out, and you know, based upon how the weather goes. But they should not be exposed to anything harsh. Not cold, not heat, not sun, not wind, not anything until they've had a little bit of time to acclimate to that slowly. So that's what hardening off your plants means. And you'll have to do that with everything. I have flowers out here too. I grew some marigolds, and I have those out here hardening off as well. You'll have to do it with every plant. There's not any plant you can grow indoors in conditions like that and then bring straight out into the sun and expect it to live. So it's just too harsh on it. So anyway, if you've grown seedlings, be sure you bring them out little at a time and expose them to the sun little at a time. And but this is a really important step in gardening. You can't skip this step and have a successful garden if you're growing your own seeds, which I hope you did at least something this year. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe. Oh, give me a thumbs up. That helps. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me a lot. And also, I will put the link to my school channel down here, my garden club channel. It's a school link, so I said that. And we meet up over there, and I share my videos there, and we talk, and people share what they're growing. It's just a lot of fun. So anyway, thanks for joining me. See you next time.